Okay, I think we're good. I think everything's up there. Think everything is up there. I think. No, it's not. Twitter's being stupid. All right. There we go. We're in. I think everything's up and going with the live feed. We're good. Guys, we're winning a game. We are winning a game. And not only are we winning a game, it's a game against the Rams. 49ers, 21. Rams, 6. This game's not over with, but you can feel pretty good right now. Honestly, if the Niners were to lose this is kind of what you expected from Robert Saleh. Let's talk about Robert Saleh, because last week I went off on the guy. I totally went off on the guy. Before we do, real quick, go to For the Niners YouTube page. Go to the For the Niners YouTube page. Go to Niners North's Facebook page. My Twitter, retweet that, or block me, whichever you want to do, either or. We're seeing a very different 49ers team right now. They're actually fluid on offense. They're keeping up with the Rams. And Saleh, Saleh is doing better than I thought he would. This is the stuff I expect from Saleh. I don't mind if the Rams are going to score 21 on his defense right now because he's injured. What I'm seeing, though, is they're not giving up. They're not giving up 3 points. They're guarding. They're covering. They're getting outplayed a couple things, which is expected. The run game's kind of carving a little bit. That's expected. I expect that. What I'm not seeing are wide open touchdowns or 3rd and longs getting converted like I saw last week with the Dolphins and the week before with the Eagles. That was the stuff that was infuriating, along with the fact people getting walk-in 2-point conversions, which is unacceptable. This, pretty good game plan. And right now, 49ers are owning the Rams. I love it. So let's talk about some things right now. I'll give you your box score. Jimmy Garoppolo, 17 for 21, 215 yards, 3 touchdowns, 148.9 rating. That's a hell of a lot different than what we've seen from the last few weeks out of Jimmy G. I mean, last week got benched. Obviously, that ankle was clearly an issue. Clearly was an issue. I don't know. Jimmy Garoppolo is like an operating system. I can't decide if he's Windows 10 or Windows Vista. He's either solid, tested, hardened, and perfect, or just extremely buggy. And so I don't know which one he is. Right now he seems like Windows 10, not Windows Vista. But we'll see what happens throughout the game. We still have a half football play. The Rams do get the ball back. Jared Goff, 5 for 12, 42 yards, 1 touchdown, a 79.2 rating. Blah. Honestly, as far as defense, the Niners have held Aaron Donald in check. Kyle Shanahan put together a very good game plan that's kind of taken Donald out of the game. I don't think Garoppolo has been sacked yet. He has not taken a sack. Aaron Donald, I don't even think he's on the stat sheet right now. It's been really, really bizarre how well that 49ers offensive line has held up through this game when we've seen what happened. I mean, this I even said Aaron Donald's going to get 3 sacks tonight when we've seen what this offensive line is capable of. And they've held the Rams in check. They've done well. I think Shanahan got to him, did some screaming. Team's all on the same page. So good for them. Good for them. Once again, if you're on my Twitter, retweet that. If you're want to know where to go for the YouTube, go to For the Niners YouTube page. Go to Niners North's Facebook page. Like, subscribe. Do all that stuff for those guys through the circle of stuff because we don't have the old place backing me anymore. So one other thing to go off of. You ever want to know what bad officiating is? Because I do talk about bad officiating a lot and how we think they're biased against the Niners. I think some of that's mostly us being fans, but we've seen some atrocious officiating. Look at the Super Bowl if you want to see Bill Vinovich and atrocious officiating. This is bad officiating. This is terrible officiating. For starters, Jared McKinnon gave himself up on a run. He put the ball down. The officials ruled it a fumble. Okay, that's fine, but then it took him an hour to figure out that it was not a fumble. Come on, guys. Come on. After that, they've had a couple other things. There was a pass interference call towards the end of the first half on, I believe it was Brandon Ayuk that didn't go called. I think that should have been a PI. And for the Rams, too, I think the Rams got some terrible officiating on this also. I think both sides can agree. This officiating crew is awful. They haven't done a blown call, but it's just they don't seem to know what the hell they're doing. They look like deer in headlights right now. And if I'm the NFL, I call them in. This is embarrassing. You should not have to take an hour to decide if a guy fumbled the ball. Okay, let's give you guys guys, some other stats here. Raheem Mostert, 16 carries, 64 yards. Raheem Mostert's just basically making people little kids. That's all he's doing. And I told you guys we might have to start drinking for this. We are drinking, but we are drinking for very different reasons than I thought we'd be drinking for. I got me some Coco Jones. This game's amazing. The other thing you realize here with this is that the Rams, they're actually a pretty good team. Like don't take anything. The Rams are a pretty darn good team. And the Niners are actually doing well, which will speak good for them because they're about to hit the hardest schedule in the NFL now. This stretch is the hardest in the NFL that they're on, and they need all the help they can get. So winning against the Rams will help, especially help in the NFC West. And then let's see what else they can do after that. I mean, this will put them back to 500, which with all these injuries, that's all you can ask for. But Rams are a good team, and this is definitely there's a lot to take from this, and they're gelling. Garoppolo's feeling better. People are getting back. I think there's a lot more. I think this is a lot more significant than them if they beat the Dolphins last week. The Dolphins caught them at a very, very bad part when they were just hobbled and everything else. But I think now they're getting back to full strength. They're gelling. I still think they need an offensive line because this is not going to sustain itself. The second half of this game, the Rams are going to be blitzing the crap out of them, and I can tell you right now, Garoppolo is going to be on his back for the second half. That's a given. If they can hold off that Rams front through the second half, that's pretty good. Let's see here. Other things. George Kittle, 73 yards, 4 reception, whatever. Really nice catch and go from him. I did say catch the ball on a pass that he lunged for and hit off the fingertips. Take that either way. It was a bad Jimmy G throw. I kind of felt like Kittle should have gotten it. We got some people on the YouTube page this time. Yes! Make sure you like and subscribe to the YouTube page. So my YouTube page is on this monitor. That's why I keep working over here, like looking at the comments and stuff. And yeah. Okay. You guys on the YouTube page. Let's look at the discussion we got going right now. See what we got here. Michael Romo, great poem by Coach. Yes. Romo, you are totally right. Let me remind everybody here, we all know this. Both teams are running the Kyle Shanahan offense. It's not the Sean McVay offense. It's the Kyle Shanahan offense. I call it West Coast 2.0. That's what I call it. It's West Coast 2.0. But that is West Coast 2.0. They are running the Kyle Shanahan offense. And right now, Kyle Shanahan is showing Sean McVay how you run the Kyle Shanahan offense. So, I mean, McVay can't do anything, and Shanahan is just having his way with that defense. If he lays another touchdown on to start the first half, this is going to get really tight because it's not just the touchdowns. It's like Mostert is just Mostert getting flagged for holding, but on that play, Mostert just basically throwing a guy to the ground. Like, that's demoralizing, penalty or not. So they're getting shots in, which is pretty freaking awesome. Let's take a look here. Michael Romo, Verrett looks solid. Yes, Jason Verrett is having a very, very good game. All right, once we get Sherman back, for God's sakes, give us Sherman back, and then we can see what this team can do. I do think I really want to see what those two look like together. Verrett, Sherman, Mosley, that's a solid trio of cornerbacks right there. I do miss K'Wan Williams, but I think that's a good, solid group right there. I still think the Niners need to look at a cornerback in the draft. Ahkello Witherspoon is not a future, and this is clearly why they need to look for one, whether it be for depth or for a starter. Plus, Richard Sherman's not getting any younger. I think if he comes back to the 49ers, they're going to have to start putting him at safety. He can't do cornerback much longer. And he's even said this. He said this. So they need to get a cornerback in the draft. I would say O-line and then cornerback and then O-line. I'm going to harp on O-line for the rest of the season. I don't care how well they do. They need guards badly. Rob Flory, 49ers better get ready to pay Warner. The Niners better get ready to pay a lot of people. That was on the Facebook page. The Niners better get ready to pay a lot of people because Warner is not going to be cheap. Mostert's not going to be cheap. And Mostert is the cog of that offense. If he's healthy, they can have some fun with their plays because he can catch the ball, he can run. He is the prototypical Kyle Shanahan running back. And hopefully Mostert knows this. So he's not going to gouge the team for a bunch of salary cap space. I think they can give him a good deal where he's not going to be overpaid. I honestly don't think most of would survive if he was in a power run scheme or an offense that would require him to just basically do a lot more. You know what I'm saying? I can't really put it into words, but I just think he's beneficial. This is one of those, he's a product of the system, and the system's a product of him. And I think they both complement each other. So I hope he realizes that. But pay the man. He needs to get paid. Fred Warner needs to get paid. Warner's going to get the keys to Citibank. See here, Kevin Keith on the Facebook page has given me a thumbs up. Let's check over here on the YouTube page. Andrew Gray, Ayuk still looks a little lost to me. Yes, Andrew, he does. But remember, he's a rookie. He's allowed to look lost. He's a rookie. Andrew, he's a rookie, and he's in one of the hardest offenses in the game, in the NFL. Kyle Shanahan's offense is hard, so it's okay for him to be lost. That's the price we pay for a wide receiver. The good news is, I don't think the 49ers are going to need a wide receiver for next year. They will not need to draft a wide receiver. They got Ayuk, Samuel, Taylor, Bourne. Boom. That's money. That's a money quad of receivers right there. That is money. Taylor showed up today. He got a third down conversion. Taylor showed up. I don't think they're going to need. And plus, we might get Jalen Hurd back next year too. So there's the 5. Pettis is gone. We all know Pettis is gone. Oh, Nick T, all gas, no brakes. Yes, we actually got that tonight. I'm surprised. Good job, Salah. I am not going to rip you a new one. I'm going to say I'm giving you an S for satisfactory. That's what he's getting. S for satisfactory, not A plus, just S, satisfactory. I will head up my final grades. This is over. All right, I see 49ers. I think that's the California Capitol building, but I don't think the game's back on just yet. Let's see what else we got here. You're saying get rid of Dante Pettis. Let's see what's going on the Twitter page right now. You guys have a problem with the video on Twitter? I do not know why there was problems with the video on Twitter, but I will look into that, guys. Thanks for letting me know. All right, I see the Rams on there. I see them yawning. Game's back on. All right, guys. We might talk after the game. Remember, like, subscribe on For the Niners YouTube page. Niners North Facebook. Like, subscribe. Retweet me on Twitter. Sorry about the video quality on Twitter, guys. We'll get that fixed. Later, guys. Go Niners.